Hello, this is Lynn Baribault of Clearing Path, welcoming you to day 15. 15 days out of 21. Well done. And thank you for following my journey onto this beautiful challenge that I have set up for myself. And I'm a little later today because it's 6:12, so it's a little later for you. But I had a beautiful visit from my eldest daughter today to help me for my presentation for the Contemporary KC online retreat, which is happening next weekend from Friday to Sunday. And I am presenting a workshop and leading a meditation. So I'm very, very grateful to both daughters because I worked with my youngest on my presentation, which is all online. And again, finalizing everything with my eldest. So, yeah, I'm very, very lucky and truly grateful. So, today is day 15. It is meditation time. And you will get to meet Surfer Dude. I call him Surfer Dude because I have not posted, I will post on my website and in the comments below on my social media when I talk about Surfer Dude, what he looks like. And he is, of course, the typical surfer with the beautiful board that's decorated with all kinds of interesting designs and symbols. And he hails from Hawaii and from New Zealand. And his forte is having the power to work with ocean waves. And sometimes it is very gentle, very soft, and sometimes it's very loud, and the waves just appear and crash. And that is when we certainly release a lot. And I was a little nervous bringing on Surfer Dude when he said he wanted to come in. I'm going, really? I have not taken him out often, I must say. I've used him, or I've asked him. I have not used him. I've asked for his help, or he's come forward to help me with certain clients who were trying to heal from very difficult traumatic situations. And with the waves, and I have to use wave sound. So I'm warning you, I may have to use some wave sound. This might be really out of my comfort zone. I will say this, but I'm being called to do it. So I'm just going to go with it. And so be it. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it really funny that, oh my gosh, they're asking Lynn, this fairly conservative lady introvert, to just, step out of her comfort zone. But I guess that's what it is when you're doing a 21-day of insights and wisdom from spirit, because you never know where they are going to ask you to go. And I decided to bring with me, just as comfort for myself, this beautiful, it is an ocean jasper, and it's just gorgeous, and it has such wonderful properties. It just makes me calm. Just makes me calm. So let's do this. We're in for a treat, I'm sure. So if you are able, close your eyes and let's just come forth to this moment and land in our body, land in our smiles and chuckles, I guess, and just really take charge of the current moment. Moments are fleeting in life, but we are able to embody the moments we wish to embody. And so let's do this now. Just bring your shoulders down, put your feet firmly on the ground, feeling Mother Earth, and imagine landing or seeing the beautiful ocean. And the ocean is very peaceful at the moment. It is the most beautiful blue, and it is not the teal blue of the Caribbeans, for example. It is more the dark, rich blues of the Pacific. And so we know that the Pacific is a salt water body. And so we float and we have no worries there, regardless of the fact if we can swim or not. We are in the perfect safety of our mind's eye, of our imagination. And so as we breathe in, we keep looking out to the ocean and just feeling the peace of the water, of the very gentle waves and the buoyancy of this salted water. And it is a sunny day, so we feel the sun gently cascading on our faces as we kind of decide to float on our backs. And as we float on our backs, we feel so supported by the water. We feel in total safety because we are each into our own little pods of safety. And as we float in the water, we kind of hear in the distance a surfer come through. And we know that it is a surfer because Surfer Dude is coming through and saying, "Hello, I am here." And we hear him working his board. So we hear the very regular movement and water swishing coming forward to us and just landing on his board, plopping down, seated on his board. And he's saying, "Welcome, welcome, welcome, fellow travelers. Welcome, fellow explorers. I welcome you to the oceans, to where I hail from. And I invite you to continue to just feel the buoyancy of the water and just feel the warm embrace of our pod. And as we float, Surfer Dude has us lay in big concentric circles. So there's a circle close to him, and there's an outer circle, and there's outer circles and outer circles as far as the eyes can see and beyond. We are all floating very comfortably on our back, knowing that we have companions on either side of us, and that is keeping us in good company. And Surfer Dude just basically and very gently brings forth a little bit more waves. And as he does so, he calls in the wind. And we hear these beautiful wind motion, which sound a little bit like shh. And again, shh. And as we hear the wind, we gently are lulled into this beautiful sense of comfort and compassion for ourselves as we give ourselves a break from our daily lives, from our worries and doubts. We just lay all of this below us so that the oceans, the undercurrents of the oceans can just basically take them away. And as all of our traumas, doubts, fears, negative energies are all gently cascading below us, we feel this current just really pushing it out of your way, pushing it out of your way, pushing it out of my way, pushing it out of our way. And all we are left with is even more deep blue oceans. And as we float and continue to float, we ask Surfer Dude, what is your message today for us? Why have you come? As we are all very curious as to why he has decided to come. And he says, I have decided to come because I was called to come. And when I am called, I always come forth. And I come forth in all of my power. I do not make any excuses for being in my power because I am, and so it is. And the message for you today is to puff yourself up again a bit more when you are walking on this beautiful earth. Walk with pride, walk with joy, walk with all of your energies coming forth to the surface, and walk that way. Take your space, he says. Your space is yours, and you are needed to show up as you truly are in this world so that you may be a leader. You may say, me, a leader? And he says, yes, leaders. All in all of ourselves, we are leaders. We have this ability to be leaders, to lead the way, to make choices that will inspire others, to use our words to convince others of the rightness of the situation. And when I say the rightness of the situation, I mean the rightness of the situation you deeply feel within your heart that is good for all human beings. Because as I surf the oceans, all creatures, large and small, predators and prey, are all a big part of the ocean. They all belong. And so on earth, we all belong. And so today and in the next few days, practice walking with all of your might, all of your power. Even if you just practice in your living room, walking a different way. And you will feel that you do not need the crutches of society. You do not need the crutches of your beliefs. You do not need the crutches of what you have understood, or perhaps better said, misunderstood. Feel free of anything and everything that does not serve you in your heart as a soul, and let that go. And he laughs a little at me, Lynn, going, well done, Lynn. You have taken some of your power and shared them with my powers. So together we can send off all of these beautiful beings who have come to sit in their safety pod in the middle of the oceans to come and meet me. And I'm deeply honored that you have chosen to come forth and meet me. And I hope that when you think of the oceans, you will think as the whole ocean all parts of the oceans, all creatures, great and small, and be able to see that we all belong as they all belong. And so today, I wish you well and thank you all for coming my way. And now I must go, since I am called to go elsewhere to help others. And thank you, and have a most beautiful evening. Thank you, Surfer Dude. I always feel so much more calm when he has come. And when I look at the ocean, the way he explains what the ocean is in all parts of the ocean, I feel my eyes change. There's a different light to my eyes. I know it's a little hard to explain, but hopefully you understand. And so I wish you a most beautiful evening and thank you for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow on day 17. Wow. This is amazing. Thank you so much.